Yo, 1 second, everybody. All right, test. Welcome in. If you're Rebulty, welcome back. How did everybody's day go today? What's good? Rashad, Ebony, Matt, Bruno, Kai. Appreciate y'all coming in here and chilling with me. Let's catch some night trades. Chat, hello. What's good, Jonathan? Options, an OG here. What's good, my friend? Harrison, what's up, bro? Saw you on my TikTok the other day. Didn't realize. Okay, yeah. Appreciate you for pulling up to the YouTube. Okay, let's pull up the screen. Okay, there. So YouTube can see everything. Wow. Okay. Let's get YouTube. Let's get TikTok can see this. We're gonna have TikTok looking at the hourly on the left, and YouTube can look at the higher frequency charts. Let's look at like a 5 minute. Let's look at the hourly on the left, 5 minute on the right. So TikTok, if you guys want to see the quicker moving charts, if you want to see how we're looking at these trades in real time, full screen is on YouTube. BPCTrades. What's good, Zydar, Jeremiah, Jay, Harry, Victor, Matthew. Appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. Yeah, that Bitcoin trade last night worked out pretty well. It worked out pretty well. I woke up to like $2,000 in profit. I think NQ selling off helped a little bit, but it was definitely a good trade. But yeah, last night we ended stream like $300 in profit. That trade went all the way into really deep profit. And I didn't close it until about $2,000 in profit, then I closed it. So your mic check. Can everybody hear the mic? I need to turn the mic down or mic up? What's good? Shorts looking spicy? Maybe so. The lows that we put in on that tariff news are still kind of definitely a target. Especially with the exhaustion we're seeing, especially with the resistance we're seeing at 25,000. Buyers cannot reclaim 25,000 at the moment. All right, we got everybody here. Let's start looking at some of the charts here. Yeah, no, the shorts do look good. I totally agree with that. New York session, we kind of opened lower from the overnight sell-off. Like we started selling hard into Asia, even harder into London. Had a pivot overnight. New York found a little bit of buying, and then it was kind of just a slow bleed up and to the right. It took like 7 hours, so almost the entire New York session was buying sentiment. Then you had this sell-off at the end of the session, I guess because of soybean tariff news, or maybe that was just kind of like a knee-jerk move. But nevertheless, sellers stepped in at the end and kind of had more of a bearish close, like closing back near the lows. So yeah, we might see a second wave of selling in the overnight session here. We need to see volume is the only thing. That's the tricky part. Sometimes the overnight session volume isn't guaranteed. So, but let's see. We're selling 750s right now. That's a nice sell off in the end. 25,000 resistance. Nice strong bearish candle there. And in the overnight, a little bit of a retracement, some exhaustion wicks here, and we're trying to make this second leg. So first target, if you're looking to short, you'd want to see a push down under 24,690s, which is another 50 points. About another 50 points from here. But Asia just opened up, and we're starting to get a little bit selling. Let's see what Asia sentiment looks like here. Give it a second. Check out some other markets though. Bitcoin's still looking like it can maybe push lower. Oh wow. Bitcoin had a bounce off of kind of that demand zone at 110. Here it goes in Q. Hold on now. It's kind of feeling like deja vu of last night. Gold, of course, still at all-time highs. Probably will break that level in this session. We're only like 5 points off. Yeah, gold's insane. Gold is insane. Gold feels like free money. Yeah, gold feels like free money. That's tricky though. Need 470 past the eval. Take it slow, man. Take it slow. Yeah, I mean, it's all-time highs on gold is right there at 92. And we're pushing into it right now. I really like that lower high on the 5-minute on NQ there, topping out 24,800. 200 points lower than the resistance that we put in the New York session at 25,000. We just need to get, if you get short there, you just need to see follow through in the session instead of chop. There's no guarantee we get follow through. All those markets have been more volatile. There's no guarantee you get follow through and just chop. You still trade with Topstep? I'm on Topstep right now, trading my live account. Yo, what's good, Joel? Hopefully trying to catch some NQ shorts in the session. Only thing is, man, we're like 80 points off of that high. So if you get short there, you kind of have to stop it out at those highs. If that's the idea of the trade. So you need to be, if you're going to get short, like you have to be content with an 80-point stop. So you certainly wouldn't put as much size on a trade like this. But I still kind of want to see what the Asia Open looks like. We're only 15 minutes into it. You go live every day. I go live every day or every night around this time every night on YouTube. You ever get a payout from Bolinox? I've never gotten a payout from Bolinox. Never ever. You ever tilt? What happened? Oh, my headphones died. 1 second. Ain't no worry, man. I know what happened. I think Alyssa turned on the laptop downstairs and it automatically syncs to the laptop. But we're back. Yesterday, a call on Bitcoin was fire. Yeah, that was a decent little trade. I think we got fortunate that NQ sold off a little bit. I think that helped. But to be honest, I kind of thought we would see more weakness on Bitcoin. And we did. I mean, we got like a 3,000, 4,000 point sell off. And I took it off near the low, so I was happy with that. But yeah, the Bitcoin trade went well. I made like 2,000 on it. And then I tried to get really aggressive during the New York session and hit my loss limit, but that trade went well. I didn't keep any of the profit from it, but that trade went well. Yeah, I rolled over some of that profit as like some kind of like a drawdown buffer, kind of like parlaying that a little bit into like an intraday NQ short with pretty heavy size. And I risked the profits and I risked my loss limit, and I was okay with doing it. I don't really have any regrets doing it, but I was trying to kind of fade this, and it just kept going. So, but as far as that individual trade, yeah, we won on that, but. Why do you stream New York session? I just like streaming the overnight session at the moment. I don't know if something on my schedule is gonna start to. I don't want to like build up a. I don't want to like get super consistent with streaming in the morning and then my schedule change all of a sudden. Share your chart. My bad, chat. My bad, chat. My bad, chat. That's on me. That's on me. Appreciate it, Jake. You have gone to Christian music from country. Bro, I listen to both. But yeah, today we're rocking Christian music. You like momentum patterns? Love momentum patterns. Yep, I trade momentum. Whenever there's a momentum setup, I'll trade a momentum setup. I really do like this short. It doesn't feel like a premium entry. We're 80 points off of the highs of the session. It just doesn't feel like if we were gonna chop, it just doesn't. It just kind of feels like a shitty entry is really what it is. But I am interested in that. We're gonna give this a couple minutes and see if price kind of holds off 40s and starts to put in a range, or if we can start to break down more aggressively. I don't want to assume that we're going to start breaking down more aggressively, just because it's a lower volume session. There's no guarantee that we start to break down. Unless I really start to see it, then we'll hop into it. If not, then I'm just kind of assuming this is going to hold maybe a 100-point range in the overnight as of now. We'll see, though. Justice says, I'm in my first XFA today. It took me 12 days to pass it. Trading max 5 micros. That's awesome, man. You should have that XFA a long time. Just keep doing what you're doing. What do you think about straight to funded accounts? I think you really, I mean, they're obviously more expensive to start using a straight to funded account. I think a lot of people probably just buy them impulsively because they don't want to have to deal with the evals, but you're paying more out of pocket. I don't know. The argument would be if you're such a good trader, it shouldn't be that hard to pass an eval. But having said that, I have 2 straight to funded accounts with Tradeify that I've taken $60,000 in payouts with, so I really can't speak too much on that. But I mean, I'm a fan. It's really like a preference thing. If you want to pay a little bit more to just instantly be funded, then more power to you. This is a little bit what I was worried about, that we kind of just hold. We kind of just hold like a little selling move out of the open. Can't break under 40s, and we kind of just hold. This is what I was skeptical. Is it can look really good. The thing about the overnight session is a setup can look really good, but man, you need to anticipate that it's going to range probably way more often than it would in the New York session. Even if it looks like it's going to get some follow through, it usually doesn't. Sometimes it does, but it usually doesn't. All right, we got VWAP at 77. We'll look for that test on the upside if we can get through 60s here. I also want to keep an eye on Bitcoin. I wouldn't be opposed to re-entering a Bitcoin short. Bitcoin is... well, I mean, we'll see what Bitcoin looks like on the bounce here off of the lows on NQ. This is... what... Bitcoin. Look how many... nice little reversal pattern there on the hourly. Exhaustion, wicks at 114. Retested previous support, now acting as resistance. Strong selling off the triple top on the hourly. A lot of selling momentum. It almost feels like just reshort Bitcoin again tonight. Just got here. Yeah, the overnight trade last night did go pretty well. Well, we got short. This was last night's trade. We got shorts as we were breaking down off of 115 with the stop there, and I did take profit. Like, I risked 400 and I made 2,000. It was like more like a 1 to 4. So maybe my entry was a little bit lower, like here, like a 1 to 4. Yeah, and then we took it off around 110, just because I was happy enough with that. That's the trade we took last night, and it almost feels like I can on this retracement back up, just get short again. It feels like. Be really surprised if that daily level at 108 holds with just how much selling momentum we see here. That triple top's looking very bearish. You trade Bitcoin on props. Some prop firms you can. Some prop firms you can. No, I'm only trading one live account at the moment. I'm trading with all the prop firms that you guys see there on the screen. If you guys wanted to go use the prop firms I use, those are all the ones that I use, that I'm taking thousands of dollars a week out of those sim-funded prop firms. Use code BPC to get the best discount. Those are all the ones I'm using, but on screen right now, you just see me trade my Topstep live account. But I'm trading with Tradeify, pretty much every firm right there. Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, Apex sometimes, Funding Ticks, Alpha, My Funded Futures. I have accounts, currently have accounts, funded accounts with all of them. This account start? No, this account was a 150K account. Am I seeing Bitcoin breaking down? Look at that on the 1 minute. Look at that rejection on the one. I'm getting short here on Bitcoin. Oh my god, before it breaks down, please. I'm in 10 micro short Bitcoin.
Order filled.
Trying to catch this leg down. I'm going to stop it out probably above 114. I really like that pin candle there. Like, really like that pin candle there. You got NQ retracing. Bitcoin tried to. It got like a 400-point pop and immediately gets rejected back down into the session low. I'm going to short that for a move back under 112. Similar to last night. Similar to last night. Just kind of going to hold it. Just going to kind of hold it. Okay, we just pick up. Is this getting just volatility here? What the hell's going on? We'll see. We'll give it a little bit. That might have been a little bit of a FOMO entry. But that was a really nice pattern there on the 1 minute. Like NQ's getting buyers. Get a 400-point there, a pin candle, then immediately back down to the low. That might have been like a FOMO entry. Which is tricky because it's a lower volume session, so I feel like it was a higher time frame session. It would have immediately just kept going. I still like it though. We'll just keep it on. Shit, that might have been a FOMO entry. I'm not even gonna lie. We'll give it a little bit. I don't like how we're moving off of that low. We'll see. You good? Yeah, guys, I'm good. This is just kind of how I look. That's solid. I think so too. It's a bit of a FOMO entry. But I was kind of reading price action there, and it just seems like maybe because we're in a lower session, it just doesn't seem like it played out how I wanted it to. I thought we'd get a little break under 113 there, like a momentum play. All good though. It's a nice rejection on VWAP, on NQ. Really nice. It's a beautiful rejection. 20 points. Oh my god, look at it. See the gap? What is going on? I'm telling you, I'm like trying to read price action on Bitcoin. It's just funky. It's truly just funky.
Order filled.
All right, I'm at 15 now. And NQ's picking up some volume here to the downside. That's funny. It's at a 100-point stop. We're trading Bitcoin. It's a 1,000-point stop, actually. Why can I add more micros? You might have like a scaling limitation or something. That's probably the answer to that question. Yeah, I mean, we've got like literal gaps in these candles. Kind of strange. Kind of strange. Where's the level 2 at? The level 2 should be on the DOM, right? But how do we see the actual orders? How do I see the bid ask on Bitcoin? Orders? No, that's not it. I thought they used to have, maybe it's somewhere on the DOM, I'm missing it. I have to scroll down a little bit on the DOM. There we go. Funky price action. NQ's getting a nice bounce there. Yo, it's good. Time and sells. I don't think it was. I think it's just the DOM, and then you have to pull it up a little bit. NQ's getting a really nice bounce there. If that gets above 80s. Just buyers are stepping into NQ like nobody's business. Just didn't get a strong enough sell out of the Asia Open, and if it doesn't get a strong enough sell, this thing's just gonna melt up like it always does. All right, 85. NQ rejecting again. Keeps coming up to these new highs, and then just gets hit real hard. There's a 10-point sell off there on NQ. Watching NQ, 10 points lower. And the rallies just don't seem. I know we're talking like very short time. I'm just talking on these like little 1-minute rallies we're seeing in the overnight session. They just don't sustain. Like, look at this. That's a 15 point pullback. Another 5 points makes it a 20-point pullback. 20-point pullback on a 1-minute candle. Yeah, these rallies are just having trouble sustaining. Look at that pullback. 25-point pullback on NQ. The rallies to the upside are just having trouble holding at the moment. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. Taking any trades on NQ? Probably not, but I am using it as a reference. I mean, I might. I can't say no. I might. I honestly might. But right now, I think I prefer to be short Bitcoin. I think I like the Bitcoin short more because we're much closer to a key level at 108, which is kind of a magnetic key level on the daily, and we're coming off of a triple top with a lot of selling. Bitcoin has been the market that hasn't recovered as well off of the tariff hit. So in my eyes, that's the weaker market. So I want to be short that market. And then we are within striking range of that key level at 108 on the daily. And if we don't hold that level, we can go much lower, in my opinion. So we're only like 5,000 points off, which for Bitcoin, I don't feel like is that much. One good selling day can get us there. Your target for Bitcoin, I really kind of want to see it back into yesterday's session low, so under 110. It's kind of the same idea as yesterday. Just taking the same trade. And yesterday's trade worked out. Yesterday we took the same Bitcoin trade. We took short Bitcoin 115,500 to 110,500. Tonight we're short 113,100 to hopefully 110,000, maybe lower. We'll see. I don't usually look at level 2, but I feel like Bitcoin is so illiquid or something. It's hard. Like there's just gaps within the candles. It's hard not to look at the level 2. NQ I wouldn't need to look at the level 2, but Bitcoin is like. Yeah, what's good, Lexit? Is gold on the all-time highs yet? Check out gold. Not far off. 10 points off all-time highs. Kind of key area here. NQ testing 780s. If you're looking at that on the 5-minute, you want to see a lower high somewhere in these 780s to go test kind of that closing price. 690s where we closed. This would need to get sold from 80s though. All right, we're 400 points off my entry at this point. Definitely thinking the entry could have been better. Another wick on NQ, 10 points off the highs. See if it gets any follow through. Wow, nice little spike, NQ. NQ's starting to look really good at this point. I mean, if we take session highs at 820s, you have like what, 3 hours of buying accumulation there, just under 25. If we start to break higher, Bitcoin's backing off a little bit. Now we wait. We just wait. Now we wait. Yeah, I think you didn't start to see some selling here. We've definitely have room to break out. Take those session highs. But Bitcoin is peeling back now. Peeling back a little bit off VWAP. I don't know if we'll get a retest. We might. Well, let's see. Entry could have been better. I really took it as like I thought I saw momentum. I thought I saw momentum. Need to polish up on that. Need to not. I can't be getting suckered in on little FOMO entries like that. Where I think I see momentum in a low volume session. I need to stop doing that. That's a good way to get tricked. Bitcoin's peeling, boy. It is nice to see, like, whenever you're shorting, NQ and Bitcoin are kind of trading together. They're both kind of little retracements, but they both sold together last night. A little bit of intraday recovery during the New York session. A little bit of a retracement. But it is nice to be short the weaker market, because even though NQ is looking a little bit stronger, Bitcoin is having trouble. So that's good. Right. Let's not speak too soon, though. What's good? What's good, everybody on TikTok? Guys, we're live on YouTube as well. Kind of a make or break spot on NQ. Hey man, what's good? Edgy, welcome back. How was the short NQ last night? The short last night was a Bitcoin short, and it worked out pretty well. I made 2,000 on it. We caught like 4,000 points on a Bitcoin sell-off. I'm trying to kind of catch that again tonight, but it's not being as easy tonight. It's definitely not. All right, NQ testing 80s again. You hold it overnight? Yeah, guys, I held it overnight. I sent a screenshot in the Discord of I woke up to it, about $2,000 in profit, then I closed it out. I closed it out the lows at like 110. Just because I think I closed out right before market open at 110, and then sure enough, we did get some recovery to the upside, so I had closed it out already. What's your Discord? It's well, it's in the link in the YouTube. If you guys go to that link in the YouTube description, you can see it on that link. Come on, Bitcoin. We don't need to curl off of this low here. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. On YouTube channel description, there's a link. Yeah, it's in the description, straight up. Fabio, appreciate the sub on YouTube. What is the white line? It's a good question. The white line is the VWAP. The VWAP, the volume weighted average price. So it's kind of like an MA. It's kind of like a moving average, but it also calculates actual volume, which is good. You guys want to know what my biggest regret trading is? Is being in a trade that I know is, in my opinion, has a high probability of playing out, but not being disciplined and taking a quality entry and having a FOMO entry and having to sit in a trade that I feel confident is going to work out, but having to sit in it while I'm like in the red. Ugh, I can't stand that. I regret it. Every time I do it, I regret it. It's just not a good entry. Makes me disgusted whenever I do that. What's your thought on gold? I'm not trading it, but it's dangerous short. Dangerous short. We're just like slowly bleeding up point by point for the past hour. Yeah. Do you have a Take Profit Trader promo? Yeah, if you use code BPC on Take Profit Trader, you can get, I believe it's 40% off with no activation fee. Yeah, what's the tilt looking like on NQ? I feel like a lot of traders are sharing the idea of like being short the NQ, but like timing when you're actually going to get that selling pressure is a whole nother thing. Because if you're not getting in right before the selling pressure, then you're either getting chopped up or just caught in like a very slow bleed up. The hardest part about being a short is like actually getting the timing. Because like you don't want to be exposed in a market short if you're not immediately getting that move. I'd rather be exposed long in a market if it's just going sideways than short. Like if you get short, you almost immediately want to see that move play out. I think most sellers would agree with that too. 66% long in NQ. Yo, what's good, Dominic? Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard. Oh yeah, Trader Tom. Isn't that guy an actual YouTuber? I'll have to check that book out. Instead of no. Gold Drake candle to all-time high? Not yet. Probably will happen though. Okay, here goes an NQ pullback. Once again, another kind of aggressive 20-point pullback. We keep seeing that. Like it'll get an aggressive pullback in a minute or two. It'll give back about 20 points, and then it just slowly gets it back. But here we go. 87 is the low. Have you been gone for a while? I was on vacation last week, but I'm back. I'm back. Market playing? Market's playing, man. I'm telling you. Market's been a real troll-like, hasn't it? Market's been real troll-like. Market has been very troll-like. How's the live account been treating you? Love-hate relationship. Love-hate relationship. I'm blessed to have a 6-figure live account, though, that I can take out whenever I want to. Blessed. Blessed. You make money on vacation? Good question. Not really. Not really. I made some money. You know, coming back from vacation. But during vacation, I got some evals passed. I was productive. I didn't really make a lot, but I have made a good chunk here. I just took a $20,000 payout with Take Profit Trader literally yesterday. I'm gonna have that YouTube video going up probably the end of the week. Tradeify account continue to make 7K on Tradeify, so those are solid. And this is what I like about Bitcoin here, guys. I mean, so we're shorting the weakest possible market in my eyes relative to, like, the theme of the trade is, okay, the tariff news hits, and then we see selling pressure in the indexes and Bitcoin. Gold not really affected. Gold's still just trending higher, but Bitcoin in the indexes. Difference is the indexes have retraced and rallied off of those lows much stronger than Bitcoin has. Bitcoin hasn't gotten the recovery, the buying recovery that we've seen the indexes get. In fact, it keeps making lower highs. So if we're going to be short, and even for me, the index, for me, I would like to be short in. But if I have one market that's weaker than the other, and they're both kind of correlated and trading together, then I want to be short Bitcoin, because even when NQ gets strength, Bitcoin doesn't follow that well. But it is just weaker. So here we go. Testing the entry here. Under 113 would be beautiful. Now, listen. I don't want to start giving a speech here. My entry could have been way better. Like, my trading today was not good as far as what you guys have seen on stream. That was a FOMO entry. And although the theory of this trade is still intact and might work out, I don't want to jinx it, but the entry's got to be better. Like, we have a VWAP rejection. That would have been 100 times better entry than what I did. I FOMO'd into what I thought was momentum to the downside in a low volume session. Very rookie-like. Very rookie-like trading. Just not good trading. Impulsive trading. So, but we'll see. As far as the entries go, impulsive trading. Now, the idea of this trade, I feel like is quality, but the entry we didn't execute right on it. So, I mean, what is it worth? You know, I did not execute well on this trade at all. Got into the rejection. See, yeah, that's way better. You have a VWAP rejection there. The entry I had is just dog poo-poo, and we'll learn from it, but I can't make mistakes like that. Can't make mistakes like that. Making mistakes like that will cost me money. And maybe I get bailed out on this trade and I get lucky, but making mistakes like that will cost me money. Eric says, don't worry, we're going to make that Patrick Whelan cash. Wow, gold. Huh? Everybody's saying gold. Did gold break the wow, gold. Yeah, all-time highs. Somebody did say Drake candle gold all-time highs like 5 minutes ago. They've got delayed data. I mean, that's incredible. It's just an incredible market. What can you say? I haven't been trading it. I don't really regret that I haven't been trading it, although it does seem like free money. Just buy the dip, sell the rip every single time. But awesome. I mean, it's just awesome. When does it stop? I don't know. Probably 5,000. I don't know. Probably never stops. Kind of crazy, though. Anyways, gold pumping is good for my Bitcoin short. Seems like. %76% tilt on gold. I don't even think it matters, though. Yeah, gold is crazy. Hey guys, use code BPC on my funded futures. Trade if I take profit. Apex funding takes alpha. I just became an affiliate with Tradeify today. So if you guys wanted to use my code, you'd be my first affiliate referral with Tradeify. They're a super solid firm. I've been wanting to be an affiliate with them forever. Finally an affiliate. Okay, so here we go. Break of 113. How does a six-figure live account work that you can withdraw? Essentially, just how it sounds, it's a six-figure live account. As far as the question of like withdrawal, you can just take it all out if you want to. If that's your choice. Okay, now we're going to just take this low and then just pivot off 112, or can we actually get some follow through? Yep. NQ, a little bit of a pullback. Let's hold. No Topstep. They don't really do affiliates, man. I wish. Hey, Furman the Sherman, appreciate the follow on YouTube, man. TikTok, we're live on YouTube, BPCTrades. NQ's breaking down a little bit lower. That should help Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the weaker market. NQ's looking kind of scary here. If NQ doesn't hold 70s here, looking kind of scary. That really should. Bitcoin should follow this. I'm watching Bitcoin. Bitcoin should be following this. It's not the end of the world if we don't, but it should be following this a little bit. Strike while the iron's hot. You've got gold pushing to the all-time highs. The indexes that are the stronger market off of the tariff news is pushing lower. Bitcoin should be following here. 100% it should be following here. Yeah, and NQ's getting really weak. Bitcoin should follow here. I'm waiting to see if it does. It should be following here, but it's not. Why? Why is it not? Why? Why you no follow? Kind of feel like all the pieces are in place for Bitcoin to continue here. Just give it a second. Gonna head out. Take it easy, man. Thanks for the sub. What do you think? Longs have NQ on the bottom? I'm not trading NQ. I'm short biased on the indexes, and I'm not confident about it, but I am short biased on the indexes until we take the tariff lows and completely fill that gap. But my mind could be a little perma bear manipulated right now, so. NQ's right back up. I really don't like how that looks for my Bitcoin trade anymore. Gold's still pushing all-time highs, 4,200. This looks similar to yesterday. Sure does. I don't like the strength on Bitcoin. Like at all. Like at all. Ugh, this looks really bad. I'm out. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it. I can always re-enter. I really don't like that bounce. Like at all. That's way too strong. All right, we'll wait for another entry on that. I'm okay with cutting that. That just looks too strong. Way too strong. Break session lows and then just immediately V-shapes back into the range. We'll see if I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm not, but that just did not look good. I'd rather cut that before it gets too bloody and just re-enter if I need to. Much rather cut that before it gets too bloody. Go stop. Yeah, break. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Look how strong though. It's crazy. Any trades taken? Yeah. I just took a loss on Bitcoin. Kind of just looking for it to break down, and it's just kind of holding too well. And NQ's holding as well. I'm just gonna get out, and then I can always re-enter. But yeah, I did take a little bit of a hit on Bitcoin short. It just wasn't moving. NQ feels like it's going to get an 800 test here. Just continues to hold this range and pushing the highs again off of a higher low. Off that little pivot off 60. How are you not top 25 trader? I believe I am, man. Should join Patrick at the BDH. Yeah, man, maybe so. So we're on Bitcoin. I still think we see 108 on that daily level at 108. I feel like gets tested sooner and later. I was just trying to short it and took a little bit of a hit. It's kind of holding as NQ is trying to bounce off of this higher low. So if that's going to hold it up, I'm just going to wait because this looks like maybe Bitcoin, NQ can maybe run through 800s here. So I'm just going to wait. You can always re-enter. You can always re-enter. Yeah. Just NQ, just too many selling attempts off of this 800 level. We just keep visiting it. I'd be surprised to see this hold under 800s right here and reject again. I really would be. What are you talking about? Heywa? What are you talking about? You watching me? Yeah, I'm watching the 9 and the 21. And Bitcoin's holding the 113s, but it feels more so because of NQ finding some buying back in 800. So if that's the case, I'm just gonna wait. I can always re-enter. Always can re-enter. But NQ's just finding buying back into the 790s. This is gonna be third or fourth time we've tested 800s this session. I'd be surprised to see it reject again, to be honest. Especially with this wedge we're forming there. Yeah, it failed selling attempt out of the Asia Open. Then you had that lower high, pops back above VWAP. Getting some buying acceptance in the 790s. I'm kind of expecting to pop through 800. Not going to buy for it, but I am expecting that. So let's just wait and see. Man, oh boy. I keep seeing like these little flashy candles on Bitcoin, but I know it trades a little funky. But man, does it make me want to get into it. I know that's Impulse talking to me. But like even NQ, like NQ's getting strength there and just Bitcoin is just having trouble following it. Okay, here goes NQ through 800. There goes NQ. Thought we had a pretty decent chance to break it back above 800. And sure enough, we do. So there's 806. This month will probably beat the record of blown accounts. Oh, you know what? I've blown a lot. I've blown a lot. Well, I blow a lot every month. I've probably blown a good amount this month. I blow a lot every month. Just let Bitcoin pull up a little bit off these lows. If NQ's kind of carrying the Bitcoin market a little bit, which I feel like it is. They've been pretty correlated. But I mean NQ's breaking out and Bitcoin does seem to be following a little bit. So I, take that trade off, small loss, and I can always re-enter. And the good thing is I can always re-enter with a better price. You blow your accounts because you don't want to be moved to live? No, I've never blown an account because I didn't want to get moved to live. I just suck at trading. I don't really see the point in blowing an account not to go live. Usually there's enough incentive there to at least take, transfer to live. Usually you can be able to withdraw the funds, the profits. You have more access to withdrawing the profits you've made usually. There's usually some incentive to go live. And if there isn't, then the prop firm needs to reassess that and make their transition to live a little more attractive. Otherwise, yeah, people are just going to keep blowing accounts to not go to live. There needs to be some incentive. What's good, Matthew? TPC really withdraw daily? For sure they do. I'm really not trying to overanalyze this Bitcoin trade, but I really do like it some more now. Like, even with the NQ bounce, it's just not that strong. All right, session high on NQ is 819, which we're coming up to 10 points off. And we're gonna see session highs on NQ. If we do, I mean, you're looking for 60 points of upside, and then we're back into New York session highs if this thing really wanted to move. 60 points? Maybe more like 80 points. Maybe more like 100 points. Not too much. Not too much. Yet again, Bitcoin just not really getting a great reaction. I would give it a second. See if NQ can take session highs. If that doesn't start to push Bitcoin a little bit more, then I will maybe re-enter on it. But Bitcoin's just not looking strong at all. It looks limp. I don't want to get chopped up. I really don't want to get chopped up.
Order filled.
Oh my god, what a horrible fill. Okay, we're in Bitcoin shorts again. I'm gonna try it again. Only thing I was skeptical of was that bounce on NQ, which at this point that's already played out 50 points higher, and Bitcoin didn't react. What I didn't want to do is stay in that trade as Bitcoin, as NQ was rallying, and kind of honestly eat that loss, but it didn't really react. So we're gonna try it again. I'm short 113, 170s, 15 micros. Trying the same trade again. So we were already in this trade once. I cut it a little bit early because I saw this potential breakout on NQ above 800s. So I wanted to step out of that trade because kind of felt like Bitcoin was being held up a little bit by NQ strength. So I said if NQ does break out, Bitcoin might catch some buyers higher. But I waited that out. NQ did bounce 50, 60 points, and Bitcoin didn't really react. So I'm short again. So I'm short again, and session lows are right here on the push. So let's see. And I really do like this trade. It's not that I didn't like the trade. It's that I saw a market that seemed to be kind of holding another market up, and that market had an opportunity to break through a level. So I didn't want to hold the Bitcoin short if NQ was going to carry it a little bit. But NQ's made that move. I stayed out. I cut the trade. I got out of that trade. I watched Bitcoin, what I thought maybe Bitcoin would find some buyers, and it just didn't. It didn't find any buyers on the 60-point rally on NQ. So yeah, we're short again. Trying again. Nothing wrong with trying again. Say a prayer that we don't get chopped up. Getting chopped up would suck. What's your advice on getting through that daily drawdown on the pro account? You talking about the intraday drawdown? To deal with that intraday trilling, I just made a video about this. It's funny that you ask. What you don't want to be doing is letting your trade go into profit and then letting that trade retrace on you a whole bunch. Because when that trade retraces on you after it's already gone into profit, the way that intraday trailing drawdown works is it's going to trail your unrealized profit. Here we go, Bitcoin. It's going to trail your unrealized profit, not your realized profit. So if a trade goes into $2,000 of profit, then comes back down to $1,000 of profit, you've just lost $1,000 of drawdown because it's trailing your highest unrealized profit. So my suggestion is use a lot of limit orders. If you use limit orders, the market's not going to push through a level, and then you market order out, and you have to deal with those, ticks of drawdown that you're losing. Limit order will take you out immediately at the highest possible or lowest possible price, and so you don't have to worry about losing drawdown that way. Then you really want to be trailing with, preferably if the trade's a winner, you want to be trailing as that trade goes your way with a stop profit, so that if it does start to retrace, you cut it early and don't get back too much drawdown. Or are the Topstep TV traders so horrible? I don't think they're horrible. Yeah, no problem, my man. Okay, we have an equal low test of the session lows. This should break, preferably. Should break. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, broke. You look at CLS. Is that a penny stock? I feel like I recognize that ticker name from whenever I used to trade penny stocks. What is CLS? Is CLS like Carnival Cruise Line or something? What is CLS? Health stock. Is it a health penny stock? What do you think somebody is considered profitable? I would say like 3 months of consistent taking more money out of the market than you're putting into it. 3 months of that. What do you think is considered profitable? It's really just what you consider like a solid track record. I think a couple weeks of profitability is probably pretty immature. It's not the word immature, premature. Oh, no, CLS. Yeah, I don't know anything about health stocks, man. Yeah, I don't really do TA on stuff like that. Okay, man. We got it. We got it. You can always try again. Keep trying. Keep trying. Hey guys, TikTok, we're live on YouTube, BPCTrades. YouTube, TikTok, if you guys want to get started with some prop firms, the ones that I'm using right now to make thousands of dollars a week in sim-funded payouts, My Funded Futures, Tradeify, Take Profit, Apex, Funding Ticks, Alpha, use code BPC at checkout to get the best possible discount. I mean, we come on here every single session and more or less make money. Let's trade some prop accounts. We usually make money. We usually make money, unless I'm being a dummy. If I'm being a dummy, nobody make money. If I'm being dummy, nobody make money. Bitcoin. Why do we have to take the lows and then get like a 300 point bounce back? Why do we do that, I wonder? Why do we do that? 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 I wonder. So yeah, the white line is VWAP. The blue line is the 9 EMA, and the red line is the 21 EMA. Why the F NQ can't break 820s? I don't know. I'm saying, why the F does Bitcoin not break 112,800 here? We keep taking session lows, and then, I mean, I guess that's pretty typical overnight trading. Kind of take a level, rebalance, take a level, rebalance. Slow price action. Goodness, would I love to see this market just lose 1,000 points. It's my first time trading on Bitcoin. Welcome to... Yeah, I haven't really taken a lot of trades on Bitcoin. I've taken a handful of trades on Bitcoin my entire trading career. I really don't trade it often. As you can tell from my lack of knowledge of the price action of this dang market. I keep wanting to see it break that low and then just keep going, but we take the low and we've done it a couple times. I mean, that's just typical. It's really typical overnight price action. We take the low, bounce, take the low, bounce, take the low, bounce. Just a couple 100-point channel to the downside at the moment. Momentum trading really works. Momentum trading solid. I definitely like trading momentum. All right, here goes session lows on Bitcoin. Can we get some follow through? Let's get a couple 100 points here. Let's get a couple 100 points here. When does that one guy get liquidated? What price does that one guy get liquidated at? I don't know. You have TPs? Yeah, for me, I would like to see this market sell under 112 and I'd start to cover. And then preferably just hold the rest into that key level on the daily at 108. If we could be fortunate enough to get that. But I would cover most with a decent little selling leg in this session. I would cover most under 112. We just gotta wait a little bit, guys, I think. In Q at the highs of the session, 820s, pulling back about 15 points off the lows. See if the selling pressure picks up here. VWAP on NQ is at 780, 20 points lower. It's also about neckline of this overnight range. About 50% of the overnight range at VWAP. Hey, YouTube, man, like the live stream. I appreciate you guys. We're feeling good about this Bitcoin trade now. Remember watching your lives about a year ago, Crazy? Appreciate you, Scott. Appreciate that, man. We have come a long way, just like everybody. You guys keep trading, keep trading. You improve. The more reps you get, the more you'll improve. And eventually you'll be at the spot you want to be with it. Why not take an 80K payout? I don't know, I might. Why so many gaps? This is just how Bitcoin is. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I really want to see 800s go. Really want to see 800s go. This is the third time testing it. How do you use VWAP? Oh, what's a really quick way to speed run this? VWAP is the volume weighted average price. So there's a couple ways you could trade it. Let's just focus on sometimes how I trade it. Whenever a market, you're either going to have a market trading at VWAP or away from VWAP. When it's trading at VWAP, it's a balanced market and it's trading at fair price or average, its average price. When it's off of VWAP, it's usually extended. And so you kind of look for setups where the market is extended far away from VWAP, and then you look for price action or market structure, or candle setups possibly. Some people, I guess, use volume, things like that, whatever that strategy is. And you can look for a trade from VWAP, an extended move away from VWAP back into VWAP. Or you can look for price acceptance at VWAP for a move in whatever direction the trend is, like a continuation move off of that. Like if you're looking for it off NQ, like look for it to kind of hold and accept this price, and then you look for support there. And then if price comes down to VWAP, you look for buyers to step back into it. If they do, you look for a long there and just take it higher. There's a lot of examples how to use it, but in general, it's the average price with volume calculated. So most of the time, and a good way to think about it, most of the time is price does come back to VWAP. At some point in the session, price usually does come back to VWAP. So you can kind of conduct trade ideas around that. All right, bro, I'm getting tired. Come on, Bitcoin. Damn. I'm getting tired, bro. I'm really tired. I've been editing videos all day. What's good, Cody? How you been? Bitcoin's having trouble getting any follow through at the moment. It's really rough. Really rough. Heard VWAP is used a lot by institutional traders. Oh, for sure. I'd say VWAP is probably the nice Bitcoin. It's hard to read candles in Bitcoin because I don't know what the heck I'm looking at. But yeah, that's true. VWAP is the most used indicator, I believe. I do believe it is. I think VWAP's used by algos too. I think algos use VWAP. Come on, Biddy. I'm tired, man. I'm trying to go to bed. This is how I felt last night watching. When we were in that Bitcoin short and we ended stream, I held the trade all night and I was just watching it all night. And I practice a heck of a lot of patience. I have trouble practicing patience when I'm on a live stream because I just feel like, okay, something needs to happen here. We're watching NQ try to break 792. Trade live. I have a live prop firm account. I have sim funded prop firm accounts. I also have a live account. I like to diversify my risk, so that way if I have a bad day on one account, it's not, you know what I mean? One bad day on one account doesn't mean I had a bad day on every account, usually, most of the time. Well, not the best session here. I'm just not getting the follow. We've seen green on the Bitcoin trade, but haven't actually gotten any follow through. Keeps popping off these lows really well, actually. Kind of ugly. Yeah, we've seen that a couple times. It sells into new lows and then it gets a 400-point bounce. Sells into new lows, 400-point. Like, that's brutal. That's brutal. It's brutal because it's not getting any follow through. Even there, sell 400-point bounce. I'm not getting any follow through. I think I'll probably just hold it, but kind of sucks to not get anything here. I like to see these trades work out during the live stream, obviously. But at the same time, we can't stay up till midnight. You know what I mean? Can't stay up till midnight. That's how long it took last night for this Bitcoin to trade. This Bitcoin trade started really working out like 3 a.m. last night. And unfortunately, I can't stay up till 3 a.m. What did Powell say today? I missed it. I didn't really hear it. I don't know what he really said. I'll have to go watch. Okay. Now or never. Let's get something going. I'm getting tired. Does this mean London is going to go crazy? London has been the better session as far as volatility. I don't know in terms of like cleaner setups, but I do know London is just the more volatile session as of recently, at least, I believe. This thing's been moving pretty crazy into the open. So yeah, London right before pre-market of New York. Pretty crazy volatility. But I'm usually asleep for London. Hey Pierre, appreciate the follow on YouTube. Shab, appreciate the follow. TikTok, guys, we're live on YouTube. BPCTrades on YouTube every single night. We've been floating a couple $100 in profit on this Bitcoin trade. We keep taking session lows. We've taken session lows about 3 times since we've started the stream, and then we get 300-400 point bounce back to the highs. And then we break again, but man, not really getting a ton of follow through. Yeah, this is a grind. In fact, in hindsight, I could have just taken off after we break session low. I could have just covered and then re-entered and then covered, and I could have done it a couple times. Obviously, that's in hindsight. But like, we could have taken this trade. We could have taken this. This is all hindsight. Could have taken that. It's just the way it's been working out. And then just re-enter there. Stop at VWAP. Boom. Take that one. Then the most recent one. Take that one. You know what I mean? It's been a grind. We'll see if this is the one. EQS triple top. I do see that. Little triple top on the session. If it's gonna dump, needs to do it now. You don't want to see too much consolidation just under the high, because that's how you start to build up some bullish structure for like a breakout trade. If it's gonna decide to dump, it needs to go now or soon. You don't want to see too many candles print here and start trying to put in a base and kind of consolidate above VWAP. Say frustrating. Yeah, it's frustrating. You just got to learn to be patient here with the overnight sessions, because they are definitely a grind. Definitely. Just dancing around my entry at the moment. We'll stay live for like another 20 minutes. Need to get a move here. Topstep code. I don't have a Topstep code. I do have a code for all the firms there. My Fund and Futures, Tradeify, Take Profit, Apex, Funding Ticks, Alpha. I have a code for them. No code for Topstep. You stopped trading gold? I haven't traded gold in a long time. Yeah, I have not. Why is it just too manipulative? It's just been on, yeah, just the constant grind to all-time highs. It just haven't had. There's not been a ton of interest for me to trade that market, because I would continue to get in my head thinking it's too overbought and try to sell it. So better just not trade it, to be honest. Second best prop firm after Topstep. That's a good question. I would say Tradeify. I would say Tradeify. We'll see. If we don't start to pick up some volume at the top of the hour, we might just have to cut the stream a little early because kind of a flat session compared to the volatility we've been seeing. It's a bit of a flatter session here. Still really like Bitcoin on the daily. Still feels like a ton of bearish sentiment there. So I'm going to continue to try to look for that sell. But as far as right now, just not that we're really doing anything bullish. Just not really moving at the moment. We're like kind of taking low of day, then we're just in like a 100-point channel, a couple 100-point channel at the moment. Daily candle hasn't really done much. We'll give it like 10-15 minutes. Then it's bedtime. What's your Tradeify code? BPC. It's BPC for all prop firms if you guys want to save at checkout. And look at that. We're right back down. So far, every time, yeah, look at this. We're into the 170s. We're at my entry again. Every time Bitcoin tries to kind of break out, it just gets pulled back down. Which, obviously, I love to see that. Being short, I'd love to see that. Stopped out. Yo, take it easy, my man. I don't blame y'all. Call it a night early. We're gonna give it like 15 more minutes, see if we start to get we'll give it like another 15 minutes, see if we don't get some type of move here. Yeah, no, Bitcoin, you can't trade Bitcoin and Tradeify, unfortunately. Don't know why. You used to be able to. You did used to be able to. It's a grind to make some money tonight, chat. It's clawing to make some money tonight. It's not easy. We'll give it till like 9:15. See what it looks like at 9:15. You always been trading micro Bitcoin? No, I don't really trade it that much, guys. Like I said, the reason I was trading it is I'm trying to take advantage of the selling pressure that we saw off the tariff news. Bitcoin was affected by that. We saw a really strong pullback off a triple top on the daily. The index is also sold. But as far as whenever we looked at what the buying recovery looked like off of that low, Bitcoin was the weakest responding market. Here we go. Speak of the devil. Anyways, that's in a sense why I'm short, because I do like the short idea for the indexes as well. I just would rather be short the weaker market, and to me that's Bitcoin at the moment. I don't think this is a bad trade. I just think we're in the middle of a range at the moment. I'm just getting chopped up. Expecting follow through, and we're just not getting it. We'll give it like another 10 minutes. That's a view up. I see that. A little view up test. Decent selling off of that. Decent selling off of that. Inky's trying to pull back a little bit as well. Yo, what's good, Pez? I saw the what's good, Pez? I saw that I watched that interview you did with Daniel. Congrats. I think I saw on the story. Congrats on the live account, man. I think there's some statistic. I think only like 1% of prop firm traders ever make it to a live account. So that's awesome. Boy, we are getting slaughtered in the chop, chat. Slaughtered in the chop. Why not Alpha Futures? I use Alpha Futures, man. I have accounts with Alpha Futures. I'm going insane waiting for it. My Express being on hold. Yeah, I think they had mine in 2 days. It shouldn't take that long. I think I had mine in 2 days. You moved to a live account with Tradeify? Not yet. I'm on payout number 8. Still no live account. Just waiting. Oh, Bitcoin, you're killing me. You're killing me here. I mean, I understand, right? But like, damn. You're killing me. I've never been so confident about a sell. Like, I've actually never been so confident about a sell. I think that's why I settled for like that a little bit of a FOMO entry. When you see a really good setup, you're like, oh my gosh, I know that it's. I don't know, but I was very confident this market was going to sell, and I still think it will. It's just we're in the middle of a chop right now. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, let's give it another 10 minutes. Maybe something will happen. Bro said, "Dog, I'm down right now. Please be right." Bro, you don't gotta copy. Don't copy me. All right, let's finish off this energy drink. We might as well. Bitcoin's doing it to me. I mean, this is brutal. He said, "What do you mean? You say you're super confident?" I am pretty confident. Hey, but none of this is financial advice. I said I'm confident. I did say that. I did say that. I did say that. This thing's looking ready to squeeze the bears. Which thing? Bitcoin or NQ? You'd probably talk about NQ. Yeah, it's coiled. It's coiled pretty tightly here. It's coiled pretty tightly here. Trying to. Okay, session highs right here. Breaking on NQ. Yep, I agree. Yeah, you're right. There's 822 session highs in Q. Yeah, it was. Yo, what's good, Turbo? Come on, my man. What's good, Turbo? We gotta get it. We're putting everybody to sleep right now, man. Look at NQ go, 830s. Wow. How high are we gonna go on NQ? Why do you trade micro Bitcoin? It's the only thing I can trade. They don't allow me to trade minis, Bitcoin minis. I think to trade mini Bitcoin, I think that requires a ton of margin, like a ton. I don't know how much a contract is to open, but I think it's like 40,000. Come on, brother. I got my stop just above 114. So we've got like 500 points to draw down here. I think if I get off while I'm red, y'all are just going to assume that I lost this trade, which is not the case. Not the case. I'm not going to lose this trade. And I'm not going to let y'all think that I lost this trade, because I didn't lose this trade, damn it. Four Hour has a huge support. Okay, Dante. Okay, Dante. Okay. We might have to stay up till like midnight. We might actually have to stay up till midnight. Bust out the Keurig. You can't win all the time. I know, chat, but this one's not a loser. It's a shitty entry, but it's not a loser. But you're right. But this one's not a loser. But I hear you. I totally hear you. Like, I promise this one's not a... I'm just kidding. Not financial advice. But seriously, I'm very, very confident. Stops at the point of invalidation. Oh my god. Liz. Why did she do that? This same direction. See, gold. Guild. A little bit of consolidation under the all-time highs. Just a beast. Per use. I've got that that Michael Burry confidence on this one, chat. I do. I have that Michael Burry type confidence on this one. Yeah, NQ, no pullback at all. 800s to 830s. What does Michael Burry say? I might be early, but I'm not wrong. No, yeah, that entry is dog poo poo, but I still really do like it. Still really do like it. I mean, listen, we've only traded a couple hundred points. I just have pretty decent exposure with 15 micros. 15 micros is a pretty good size. Let's see. Bro, you stopped out? Bitcoin's only up 400 points. That's not that crazy of a move. You probably have too much size on. But yeah, you shouldn't be copying me. But you're probably max margin if you're getting stopped out by 400 points. NQ even higher here. Just on bleed up mode. On bleed up mode. Why you're not trading NQ? I just well, because I'm short bias NQ. And it's just stronger than Bitcoin at the moment, that's why. I am a random TikTok trader. This is true. I think NQ's gonna sweep highs. Yeah, New York session highs. Well, we had a ton of buying orders there, so we just had a ton of orders there in general. So yeah, that could be an idea. Take out the orders above these highs. Maybe get a little bit of a short squeeze in here, then sellers cover, buy to cover, then a push higher above 25,000. We have a lot of market structure building up under that key level 25,000. What's your favorite pair? I don't really trade Forex, man. No gold trade? No, I don't really trade gold too much, guys. That might be the issue, though. Maybe I need to start trading gold. Just dip buys on gold works so well. Okay, Bitcoin, are we gonna do it? Wow, wow, wow. Well, I guess we just stay live until we either go green or this stops me out. Why not? Buckle up. It's going to be a long night. NQ had a breakout, topped out at 854. We're like 10 points off of that high. Recovery trade. No, this is my trade here. This is my trade here. Damn, Biddy. Okay, we might get a stop out on Bitcoin. I've only got like 100 points of drawdown. Yeah, I think we're going to stop it right here. Bitcoin's picking up a lot of momentum. Pretty much 1,000-point rally. Yeah, we're going to get stopped out. Being like $1,200 loss. Ouch. Damn, chat. Damn. We'll reassess it above 114, I suppose. All right, we're gonna get stopped out here. We're like 25 points off. Yeah, they're gonna stop out. So like a $1,200, $1,300, $1,200 loss. Bitcoin actually had stronger buying this session than NQ did. Funnily enough. Yeah, there's a stop out.
Order filled.
Tough L, tough L. All right, yeah, we're down 1,700 on the day. We'll try to fight back, but we'll be patient, obviously. My daily loss limit's 3K. We'll look for more setups, but let's call it a night. Yeah, because that's a tough L. That's a tough L. We'll keep an eye on that daily. The daily's still like an inside bar. I still think we see 108. We're just gonna wait for better retracement, I think. What happened? Tough. That's funny. All right, chat. Yeah, that is part of the game. How much drawdown do I have? My account balance is my drawdown, so we're solid there. But yeah, it's just a tough trade. Wrong read on it. I still really like the short, but we need to get off of this level here. All right, I'm gonna end it there, guys. Y'all have a good night, and we will see y'all tomorrow night. I will see y'all tomorrow night for another stream. Peace out. Look at this rejection now. Tough. It's like it holds that high, rejects it. 200 points off. We'll see. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Another point of interest would probably be some sort of extension above 114 and then a sell back into this range, but I really would be surprised if this market recovers back into like 118s, 120s. I think we could have been more patient with a short entry. And I probably will try to short it again. We got to be more patient for sure. Got to be. All right.